when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Huntley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 20. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mond. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. But they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw, Huntley. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Back to throw. Huntley. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And this one is right through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and inches, Mon lets it fly for Thielen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Handoff comes to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. How did he stay on his feet? And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there out of the running game.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now Cook running right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option is the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Huntley's throw pulled in by Schwartz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Huntley. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Huntley. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Jackson now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mon looks to throw. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Cook. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a give running right, it's Cook.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
They go play action here. Mon. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Vikings 14, Browns 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On 1st and 10, Huntley. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. To throw on second down, Huntley. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run right side with Hunt. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Reuben Foster, the former national champion in Alabama, gets in for the sack. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line. Single receiver. Hey, you're on the line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Landry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st down, Huntley. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw caught by Raymond. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley swings this out for Hunt. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a scope.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off play action, Huntley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Kenny. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
off the play fake. Langley out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Off play action. Kenny. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. These two teams all tied after one. And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Kenny. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
Touchdown, Colts! Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on first down. Langley. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out in the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Back to throw. Kenny. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On 1st and 10, Kenny. Flush to his right. Finds a seam inside the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
To throw on 2nd down. Kenny eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Kenny. The quick slant caught.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off play action. Kenny. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Check. Crunch. 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 70 Lions.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Bulldozes past him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Moore now on the return, and he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Pushes him over. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On 4th down, Langley. And he's got it. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Kenny. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Off play action. Kenny. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. looking to throw. Kenny to the right side, complete to Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And the busy night for Henry continues. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Henry running right. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Langley looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off play action. Kenny. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Kenny. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tack those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Fights off the defender. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Colts.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance